This is Anne from focusedandonfire.com. In these daily deposits, I'm talking about being more visible in your career, setting goals and making them happen, and getting things done without working harder, putting more pressure on yourself, or sleeping less. You ready? Today I want to talk about a small sneaky thought that I'm sure you've been thinking yourself too. It's the thought that goes like, ooh, I'll quickly just do this. It's just gonna take me 5 minutes. I'll quickly just do this. And so what happens when we tell ourselves, ooh, it's just 5 minutes, let's quickly just do this? We spend our time doing something that is just 5 minutes and it's not that important. And we don't spend our time and energy and focus on the thing that we really need and really want to get done. It's kind of like this very innocent escape from that discomfort of doing the thing we really want to get done. And so even though it sounds really innocent and it sounds really elegant and it sounds as if it's not a big deal, actually when you think about it, it is a big deal. And because of two reasons. When we tell ourselves, ooh, it's just 5 minutes, it's not going to take that much time, let's quickly do this, we take our attention and we take our energy and we take our time and we focus it on the thing that is just going to take 5 minutes, but also doesn't matter too much. And so we are procrastinating. And it's really important to see that. And when we do that once a day and twice a day and 3 times a day and up to 10 times a day, which doesn't seem that unreasonable, because how many times have you not told yourself like, hey, let's quickly just check my emails. Let's quickly just answer that one email. Let's quickly just check in with my colleague. Let's quickly just say hi. Let's quickly just check the news. Like all these things, we do that over and over again. And let's say that each time we do that, that takes 5 minutes. So when we look back at the end of the day, we've spent 50 minutes doing these quick little things that don't really matter that much instead of doing the things that we really wanted to do. And so that is 50 minutes where we didn't spend our time on the things where we could create our best work and where we are adding our value and where we can make the biggest difference. Now, let's say that we do that 5 days a week. That means that we spend 4+ hours on little things that don't matter that much. And let's say that we do that in a full month. That means that in that month, we've spent 2+ days doing things that don't matter that much and that are just elegant distractions from doing the work that we really need to do. And this is just taking into account 5 minutes for a task, not more, and just doing it 10 times a day, not more. And I'm sure you've had cases where checking in real quick with that colleague for 5 minutes, or answering that email for 5 minutes, or checking the news for 5 minutes turned out not to be just 5 minutes, but 50 minutes, or 30 minutes, or 1 hour. And so this definitely is an underestimation of the time that is being used and absorbed by things that don't matter. So that is an important chunk of time that is being lost and that cannot be used anymore for the things that really matter. And so this is this very sneaky, elegant way of procrastinating, of doing things, all kinds of things that are not the thing that you really want to get done. But the second reason why this is so important and why it is a sneaky small thought but is a big deal is because it is also taking you away from the task that matters most, but also the discomfort that is attached to that task. And it provides this kind of like symptom solution where it's kind of like, okay, I'm gonna relieve the pressure by doing something real quick. And that sounds justifiable because it's just this real quick thing. It's not this big procrastination, it's just for 5 minutes. And so that sounds reasonable, but it's still that escape from that discomfort. And that is not a sustainable way to deal with procrastination. The sustainable way to deal with procrastination is not using the escape hatch and doing something different for just 5 minutes. It is dealing with that discomfort that comes with doing that important task where you make the biggest difference and where you add the most value. That's where you resolve issues, where you think about problems, that's where you come up with ideas and proposals. that's the place where the most important work happens. And that is also where discomfort is. And so instead of running away from that discomfort into these small 5-minute tasks, it is much more sustainable and much more productive to work through that discomfort, so that instead of running away, you are doing the thing that you really want to get done, and you are making the biggest difference, and you are getting the important things done. So what I want you to take away from this video is that even those small little things, just 5 minutes here and 5 minutes there, they matter because they add up. And those small choices become this big chunk of time that is being used for things that don't matter. But also, they are pulling away your attention and your energy from solving the problem that you really need to solve. And that is dealing with your discomfort in a different way. It's not by running away from that discomfort, doing these small tasks here and there. It's by really addressing the discomfort and dealing with that discomfort in a more productive way that you will get things done and resolve that procrastination in a sustainable way. All right, I hope this was helpful. See you in the next video. This was today's daily deposit. And now it's your turn. Imagine jumping out of bed in the morning, excited to get to work. Instead of feeling unfulfilled, trapped, and snowed under by endless to-dos, hard work, and other people's expectations. You want to lead and make a difference. It's time for you to let all that potential out, one tiny daily deposit at a time. Are you ready? Well, I got something for you. Are you finding yourself procrastinating despite your drive and commitment to do great work? Well, let me tell you, you don't need more willpower, discipline, or a better planner to get things done. Because those are not the reason why you find yourself procrastinating in the first place. Learn why you are procrastinating at focusandonfire.com/daily deposit. And learn how to stop procrastinating and get really great at doing exactly what you said you were gonna do. And that's how you become unstoppable.